So this is my domain right here, which is not being used right now. This is just techoverT.xyz. So when I eventually go and set my website up for the podcast, it will be over at this domain, and my main website will be over at brodyrobertson.xyz. Why XYZ? Because XYZ is cheap. I actually don't have another reason for it. I like XYZ because XYZ is cheap. I could have went with there's a domain that usually gets given out for free. I can't remember what it was. It was for some like third world country of some description. I don't remember what one it was, but I could use that one. Rather not. I'll pay for XYZ because XYZ at least sounds, techie, and I like it. What I wanted to talk about was the people who own techoverT.com. So I didn't realize this before I started the podcast, but it turns out there's a blog called techoverT. They also talk about, I don't know if they talk about Linux. They don't seem to have that many posts. They have one post. So I don't know how, greetings, this is a test post. I don't know how long this has been around for. But yeah, I actually haven't read this. So I found the website. I was like, I'm going to hold on to this for a while, but let's actually have a look through it. So howdy, I'm your friendly, tech-obsessed expatriate and writer / editor here at techoverT. So this person has this blog. They're calling himself an editor. Has written one blog post, and yeah, I'm not going to read through all of this because it's going to be too much. So I'm guessing these are the two people who run it. So Jacob Hartman and also Susan Sons. That sounds like a fake name, but I guess not. Sounds like a character from a DC comic. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I didn't have much to say about this because there's not really much going on about this. Why do they have an RSS feed set up when they have one post? When was it posted? April. So you made one post in April, and you've done literally nothing else with the website. Last time I checked, it's August right now, so it's been a little while. But I also started the podcast before this existed. I actually thought this might have been around a bit longer. Once again, didn't actually check stuff on this. So they might have owned the domain longer, but I have been using the name techoverT longer. So I don't have a trademark on it. I probably should do that. But the fact that this exists as well, it is a blog. So I don't know how trademark law actually works with that. Whether I actually even could do that at that point. Now that this actually does exist. I don't know. Actually, I have no idea. But they're in the same, they're in the same sphere, obviously, in tech. But because they're not a podcast, I don't know if it would be a problem. Once again, this is also like this is me talking about law when I have literally no idea what I'm talking about. And Australian copyright law is going to be different from US copyright law. Same with like trademark law and all that. So I actually have no idea how that would actually go down. I don't actually care enough. Maybe I should, but I don't. So, yeah, techoverT.com, if you guys ever search for your name. Actually, if we search for techoverT, what actually comes up? Do I come up or do they come up? Hey, look, I'm actually at the top of the searches. So we have techoverT on YouTube, techoverT on Stitcher, more Stitcher, Twitter. Yeah, okay, I completely own the top of the search. And then we have a thing from the Victorian government, Nullumbik Shire, Tech Tea and Tales. I'm not going to click on images while this is on the screen, just in case something shows up, but let's see. Oh no, okay. So they get one slot on the front. So we get all my stuff, techoverT. We have my two slightly different profile pictures. If you didn't notice, on some services, I use a slightly different profile picture than others because of the way that the logo is laid out. On the websites where they do like a circle crop of the image, it doesn't actually look that good if I leave it in the like default configuration. So I have to move the cup more towards the center. Otherwise, like the bottom of the cup gets cut off and not as much of the steam gets cut off, and it doesn't really look anywhere near as good. So I think it makes more sense to move it up like this, but you'll notice if you ever go do look at the profile pictures that I do slightly change them depending on the service. Now you know something new about the way I structure this. Yeah, it seems like it's mainly just lots of teacups, and you have that one image of the people who have the same name as me, but I should probably not scroll down more just because I haven't tested it. Yeah, we have another thumbnail, which back when the thumbnails looked really, really bad for the podcast. Honestly, I don't know what I was doing with those. I was really lazy. I just didn't want to put any effort into the podcast thumbnails whatsoever. But this, like, it's not great. There's definitely some improvement that can be made to the current style for the thumbnails, and especially for the solo episodes. The solo ones, I don't think look that great at all.